Imagine for a moment that you are about to discover something that can profoundly transform your life. Now, drop everything you are doing, because what I am about to share with you is an ancient, dormant power that lives within each of us, waiting to be awakened. This power is the secret to manifesting the reality you have always desired, and the universe, right now, is offering you a unique opportunity to access it. It is no coincidence that some people seem to effortlessly attract success, while others constantly struggle to achieve their goals. The difference lies in connecting with this inner force, which can be activated with awareness, intention and, above all, a firm decision to act now. By understanding the universal laws that govern our existence and learning to use them to your advantage, you will not only be able to transform your reality, but also become a conscious co-creator of your life. The universe is ready to respond to your deepest desires, but the real question is, are you ready to wake up and seize this opportunity before it is too late? Imagine for a moment that everything you have ever sought is already within you, waiting to be accessed. This is the true meaning of awakening your inner power. This power is not something mystical or unattainable, it is your very essence, the life force that moves your being. Throughout life, many of us are conditioned to believe that the answers always lie outside of us, in something or someone we have yet to find. But the truth is that your greatest resource is already there, pulsing deep within you, just waiting for the right moment to emerge. Awakening this power begins with a simple recognition. It's as if you're turning on a light in a dark room that's been closed for a long time. Suddenly, everything starts to make sense. Doubts, fears, and uncertainties lose their power because you realize that the strength to overcome any obstacle comes from within, not from without. What once seemed impossible now begins to seem achievable because you're finally in tune with what's deepest within you, your own ability to shape the reality around you. But like any transformative journey, awakening your inner power demands action. It is a calling that cannot be ignored or postponed. When the universe presents you with this window of opportunity, it is also asking you to act with courage, confidence, and determination. To let this moment pass is to allow life to continue on its usual track, while true change and fulfillment remain just out of reach. The key is to hear this call and, most importantly, to trust it. It's not about striving for perfection or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about starting now, with what you have and where you are. Awakening this power is gradual but steady, and each small step you take brings you closer to a more authentic life, more aligned with who you truly are. Every conscious action, every decision you make from the heart, strengthens this energy that already exists within you. The future awaits you, shaped by the choices you make today. Your very destiny is at stake, and the opportunity the universe is placing before you may not come along in the same way again. Are you ready to awaken and live up to the full potential that lies within you? The choice is yours. The time is now. The power of manifestation is an ability that many have experienced without even realizing it, but few truly understand. Imagine for a moment that life is like a large mirror, reflecting back to you everything you project, whether consciously or unconsciously. If you see the world as a place full of opportunities, that is what you will begin to attract. But if your thoughts and beliefs are anchored in fear, scarcity, or doubt, the mirror of life reflects that too. Dr. Ernest Holmes, with his approach known as the science of mind, brought incredible clarity to this concept. He said that our thoughts are not just passive reflections of what is happening around us, but are creative forces. When you think, you are not just responding to reality, you are creating it. Each thought is like a seed that, once planted, begins to grow and manifest in the physical world. Think about how powerful this is. If the universe responds to our deepest thoughts and beliefs, then what you feed into your mind, day after day, is what you will see grow in your life. It's not just about thinking positive thoughts for a few minutes or repeating mantras without believing them. Manifestation happens when you align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs on an ongoing basis, creating an energy so strong that it begins to influence what you attract. Oftentimes, we sabotage ourselves without realizing it because we hold deeply ingrained limiting beliefs. It could be the feeling that you're not good enough or the belief that things never work out for me. These thoughts, even if they're not obvious, end up shaping your actions and the opportunities you perceive. But the good news is that just as these beliefs can be created, they can also be deconstructed. The power of manifestation is not something that magically happens overnight. It is an ongoing process that requires practice, patience, and most of all, deep self-awareness. When you start to pay more attention to your thoughts, you realize that we are often our own biggest obstacles. But when you recognize this, you also discover that you can change. And that is when the real magic begins to happen. The life you desire, with abundance, fulfillment, and happiness, already exists within you. But to manifest it in the outside world, you need to align your inner self with that desire. The universe, in a way, is always waiting for your direction. It responds to what you vibrate, not to what you just casually wish for. That's why when you truly connect with your deepest desires, when you feel that they are already a reality, you begin to create an energetic field that attracts circumstances, people, and opportunities that are in harmony with that feeling. Manifestation is therefore an act of faith, but not in the religious sense. It is faith in yourself, in your ability to create, to transform. It is understanding that you are not separate from the universe, you are part of it, and it is part of you. Everything is interconnected. So when you adjust your inner focus, the external world begins to rearrange itself to reflect this new reality. Universal laws are like invisible forces that shape everything around us, whether it's everyday situations or major life events. They're always there, working in the background, even if you don't recognize them. When you begin to understand these laws, it's like you're acquiring a map to navigate life more effectively, knowing where the natural flow of things lies. The interesting thing is that these laws don't discriminate between people, they apply to everyone equally. The key is learning to work with them, rather than resisting them. The law of attraction is perhaps one of the best known, but often misunderstood, laws. It is not just about wishing for something intensely and waiting for it to happen. That is just the first step. The true power of the law of attraction lies in the coherence between what you want, what you believe, and how you act. Think of it this way, you may want prosperity very much, but if, deep down, you believe that you do not deserve it or that it is impossible, your actions will reflect this belief, and the universe will respond to it. You need to be in tune, aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions. When you do this, it is as if you open a direct channel for what you want to manifest more fluidly. The law of cause and effect, in turn, reminds us of a simple and powerful truth: everything we do has a consequence. It's like a natural cycle of energy. When you put something out into the world, whether it's a good deed, a gesture of kindness, or even a decision to follow a more authentic path, it inevitably comes back to you, in one way or another. Maybe not immediately, but the wheel of the universe always turns. And the opposite is also true. If your actions are guided by negative impulses or disrespect for others, this will eventually reflect in your own life. This law gives us responsibility, but it also gives us the freedom to shape our experiences through the choices we make. Understanding these laws is like taking control of your destiny. You stop feeling like a victim of your circumstances and start to realize that you have more control than you think. External circumstances are nothing more than reflections of your internal state. When you change your internal vibration, the situations around you begin to adjust. This doesn't mean that life will always be perfect or free of challenges, but by understanding and applying these laws, you can approach difficulties with a different perspective, knowing that you can redirect your course and turn even the greatest obstacles into opportunities for growth. Ultimately, the universal laws are there to remind us that we are part of something much bigger and that we have an active role in this process. Everything is interconnected, and by coming into harmony with these laws, you not only improve your own life, but you also contribute to creating a more balanced world. Alignment and expansion of potential are processes deeply linked to our ability to perceive the world beyond the limitations of everyday life. When we speak of alignment with universal laws, we are not referring to something distant, beyond our reach. In fact, it is a process of tuning, as if adjusting a frequency so that we can pick up signals that were previously off our radar. This involves a gradual awakening of consciousness, an expansion of the understanding that we are co-creators of our own reality. Every thought, every intention we emit has a direct impact on the way life unfolds for us. The interesting thing is that this process is not abrupt, it does not happen overnight. Instead, it is a journey of increasing awareness. As you become more aware of your own thoughts and the energies you emanate, a whole new world of possibilities begins to open up. This new level of awareness allows you to notice patterns and synchronicities that have always been there, but that until now had gone unnoticed. Suddenly, things make sense in a much deeper way. These are not just coincidences, they are reflections of your own energy interacting with the universe. This ongoing alignment also leads to a sense of deep connection with something greater. And this, something greater, can be described in many ways: the universe, universal energy, the divine, the cosmos, but the key is the realization that we are not separate from this force. The idea of separation between ourselves and the universe is actually an illusion that our minds create. When we break through this illusion and begin to understand the interconnectedness of all things, we feel an immense freedom. It's as if the veil is lifted, and we realize that we have an active role, almost like conductors, orchestrating parts of our life experience. It's amazing how powerful this understanding can be. Suddenly, we realize that we are not just passive participants in life, but rather influencers, capable of shaping the course of events with our own vibration. Of course, this doesn't mean that we can control everything, but it does mean that we can align ourselves with the flow of the universe in a way that allows us to access and manifest what we truly desire. When we realize that we are part of something much bigger, we open ourselves up to infinite possibilities, and it is in this state of alignment and expansion that our true potential begins to unfold.